Hi everyone, I'm just going to share an update on my job search progress. So I've applied to about 50 job postings and I've attended 3 interviews, with one proceeding to the second interview next week. So how I go about with my job search progress is that I will spend about 1 to 2 hours in the morning just looking through the job postings to see if there's any jobs that I'm interested in. And once I'm done with the viewing and applying at the portals, I will just close the tab and not go into the job portal website until the next day. And the reason for it is that I don't see the need to be spending every second, every minute on the job portal website looking at the postings, because after a while you will just be seeing the same few postings that's going to be out there anyways. I will then go about doing my own things, so be it thinking of the next video content, doing some exercising, doing some readings, or just going out for a short walk. And because there's no point to just wait around at home waiting for the interviewers to contact you, and it's better that I make use of this time to do something that I was not able to while I was holding on to a full-time job. I keep wondering if I made the right decision to quit my job before I even found a new job, and whether this is risky of me to do something like this. And with this thought in mind, it actually makes me reflect on why will I have this thinking. In society, there's this negative connotation to the word jobless, and that being jobless means that you are a failure, and this is how I worry that people will perceive me if I tell them that I'm jobless. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try to change my mindset over this thinking so that I do not overly worry about me being jobless. And also just know that there's going to be people who are going to give you unsolicited comments no matter what. So they would just be saying about how you should not keep changing your jobs, why have you not found a job yet, and to faster find a new job, or any other comments that they might have which will make you look and feel bad about being jobless. There are also some who feels that if you are jobless while looking for a new job, you will not have any bargaining power in terms of like negotiating the compensation packages, because the longer that you are jobless, it will kind of means that you are desperate to find a new job. And this means that companies will actually try to lowball you in the hopes that you will accept their offer because you are desperately finding a job. But for myself, I don't see it as a bad thing that you are jobless when looking for a new job, because you do not need to serve any notice period, and technically this means that if you are offered the job today, you can actually start work the next day. I've never taken a gap year before, and straight after I completed my studies at university, I started working and have been working non-stop throughout, only having the occasional short breaks for traveling purposes. But other than that, there isn't any like long breaks in between my job. Work seems to have become my identity now, and it's expected that I'll be working for the next 30 to 40 years until I retire. So if you were to ask me what will I be doing if I'm not working, frankly speaking, I do not have an answer for you on that. Now that I'm jobless, I feel that I have too much time on hand, and I feel lost not knowing what to do with all this extra time, because there isn't this regular work routine that I have. But just because I'm jobless right now doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything. The main reason for quitting was to focus on my mental health, and it was such a huge relief to me when I quit my job and not having to work in the company anymore. And this is actually a great time for me to try pursuing something different that I was not able to when I was holding on to a full-time job. So creating content on YouTube is one such example. With a full-time job, I can never find the time to sit down and think of what content I want to put up, and even the editing of the videos itself takes time, which I just cannot find the time to do it when I have a full-time job. But right now, with all this time, I can spend time researching on what to film and also how to edit videos and what to add into the videos as well. And this will be something that I will gladly be happy to say that I've tried, rather than me regretting not trying it and saying if only I had tried. The loss of income that I'll be facing during this period while I'm jobless will also means that I will need to tap into my savings in order to sustain myself. And seeing my savings deplete will definitely make me feel anxious and want to find a new job faster. I need to constantly remind myself that I have enough savings to tide me through this period. Being more prudent with my spending will help to ensure that I don't unnecessarily spend my money as well. And right now, this is the best time for me to take this break from work because I don't have any other commitments or anyone depending on my income. Don't try to rush this process. You might want to apply to many jobs at once, hoping that it will help you to have a better chance of getting an interview, which will in turn help to get you a job offer. But by anyhow applying for job positions, you're actually wasting the time to prepare for such interviews which you are probably not keen in and will not be happy working in even if you are offered the position. Just take the time to slowly look through the job postings and make sure that the job is really something that you will want to consider and will consider even if you are currently having a job. Know what are the factors that you will not compromise on, and if any job postings has such factors in place, you should not even be considering applying for them. Believe in your own abilities and know that you will manage to find a job. Depending on the type of role that you're applying for, there could be multiple interviews involved and the interview process can be quite lengthy. Also, the period where you quit might also have an impact on how long you might take to find a job. So for example, I quit near the end of the year, and usually people tend to stay in their job at the end of the year, especially if their company gives year-end bonuses. So for me, quitting during this period, it might also means that it will take a longer time for me to find a suitable job as well, given that there's not much vacancies available at the moment. Having strong support around you is important. So this support can be from your family, your loved ones, or your friends. And just by them being understanding and giving you their unconditional support is enough to help alleviate any stress that you might have. It is also good to have people whom you can go to for guidance and advice. And these people are usually the ones who have also been through the same situation as you, so they are better able to give you advice. This will ensure that you do not go into a downward spiral over second-guessing the decisions that you made. Seeking advice from people who have been in the same situation as you will help to provide you relief that you are not alone in this and that you will be able to overcome it. Lastly, realizing what are the things that you can control and what are the things that are out of your control will help to ensure that you do not overly worry over the things that it's not within your control. I hope that the points I have shared has been helpful. Do like and comment to share your thoughts as well. That's all I have for this video. See you in my next video.